All right, guys, so I am back at it. So I actually just had someone at the office door. I do have Miss Marley in here. So Marley Jean let me know that somebody was here, and she was being good. She was being nice. She was all happy, tails wagging. But yeah, Toyota came and dropped me off those 6 bolts that we were literally just talking about. So now all I gotta do, as you guys can see, there is a little bit of thread locker on these. So I am going to verify torque specs as well as the exact thread locker that I should use. I like to keep everything super factory when I'm working on my own personal vehicles. And that like almost goes down to, you know, the oil filters, to the gaskets. I mean, you name it, every little tiny thing I buy everything from the dealer. So I got a couple accounts here locally with a couple dealerships, just in case one has parts and the other does not. Sometimes one gives me cheaper pricing, but if you guys are looking for any OEM pricing, I do start to get a little bit more bulk discount, so I can pass on those discounts to you. But I'm going to continue on. I'm going to set up this camera here on this wet table, and we are going to dig in to getting this transmission here on the table. So I'm going to point this down a little bit. You guys can get a better look at the actual transmission. And to pull this apart, from what I've found just, you know, right before I did the video, is we're looking at a 17 mil, a 14 mil, 12 mil, and a 10 mil to get this pulled apart. There might be some other random stuff in there that I have no idea about, but just based on what I can see right now, that's what we're going to be working with. Thing is on there. This baby is heavy. There we go. This is the first time I've ever put a transmission or transfer case or shocks or anything on this table. Lately it's just been used for storage. So I am super excited to see how this thing holds up. Very nice. All right, so in here it looks like we have a total of 2 17s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 14s, and then it's like maybe 10 10s. I don't know. We'll take a look. So we got a 17 here. That's a 12. Got a 12 in the middle. There's a 10 on top. Holding the breather tube on. And then there's a 14 on the outer. So I got a good old Milwaukee 1/2 inch. Not as fast as that guy online. Seen some of his videos. Get these 12s. This is my first time ever pulling apart a transmission. I usually just sell them complete. I'm also right-handed, so I'm trying to do this for the sake of the video. And then we got that 17 holding on the outers. There we go. All right. 4 17s. And that should be it. That's like a yellow thread locker. Can't say I've ever seen yellow thread locker before. That's pretty interesting. I guess there's just 2 of those 17s on there. All right. And then that front bell housing just came right off. So that's still salvageable. There's like a seal in here. Let's see if we can move this out of the way. So far, it looks not terrible. It was a big O-ring. Looks like the crack is right behind this mess. Nothing from what I can see that looks damaged. But whatever it was, it definitely is in there. You can see the damage in there. I don't like to wear gloves. I like to wipe them on my shirt. So you can definitely see some damage in there on the rubbing. And then you can see the internal crack. And in here too. What do you guys think about that damage? And what caused it? I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts on that. This is pretty interesting. Never opened a transmission. This is pretty cool. There's a whole lot going on there. I know I've seen guys pull them apart like you flip this thing upside, you know, upright, and you just kind of pull everything out, or that's how they put everything in. Yeah, I'm just gonna get all these sensors pulled off, get this rear housing pulled off. Got the torque converter. So just gonna slowly pick this thing apart, guys. I'm gonna set up the camera here for a little bit so you guys can kind of see the process. And I hope you guys enjoy. Wish I could put some music on or something, but I'm sure they got all kinds of copyright stuff. So backside here we are working with 14. Yep, 14.